Okay, in this tutorial we're going to talk a little bit about reposting and also about links. Okay, so first let's navigate to the dashboard, and let's assume that you are a blogger and you've got a post on your own blog, but you also want to put that on GreenPlug. That's fine. That is what Google refers to as scraped content. Scraped content can be very good for the user experience on GreenPlug because they come to GreenPlug because they're expecting a certain type of information all in the same environment, so it has value to the user. It also has value to bloggers if they want to repost content on GreenPlug, because that will create a link, and I'm going to show you how to create that link that will point back to the original content. That helps the SEO for the original blog, because now you've got a site like GreenPlug with a good reputation, which is pointing to the blogger's original post and to his website. Google will index that link and will give more authority to the original post. Now, the post that gets, let's say, reposted on GreenPlug normally is not going to be indexed by Google, which means that when someone is searching a particular subject, they are not likely to find that on GreenPlug. They are more likely to find that on the original site, and especially because we're going to put a link in that is going to be pointing to the original post, which is a signal to Google that the repost on GreenPlug is not the original and that the original is somewhere else. So that will help a blogger site have more authority, and to help his article actually be indexed in its original location on his website. So we're just going to go through an example. So let's, from the dashboard, I'm logged in as author, as you see here. And so we're going to go to post, add new, and we're just going to create a little temporary. We're just going to call it test repost article. Here we go. And as I've stated before, please capitalize the first letter of these major words. And now we're going to go to a blogger who actually is an author for GreenPlug. We are not going to publish his content because I don't have permission to do that. It's very important that you either own that original content, or that you have permission to repost it, or that it not have copyright. For example, many government sites do not maintain copyright, and their information is free to be reposted. You know, it's legal and it's ethical and that sort of thing. So in this case, we're not going to actually publish this because we don't have permission from this author. So the first thing we're going to do, we're not going to post the picture in this case. We're just going to post the text in order to keep this tutorial a bit shorter. Okay, so we're going to highlight the text that we want. We're going to copy that text. As I've mentioned before in other tutorials, you want to convert that into plain text. I'm using a Mac, so I'm using a program called TextEdit. If you're using a PC, you're probably going to be using a program called Notepad, which is a plain text editor, but any plain text editor will work. Okay, so now I'm going to paste that content, and you'll see that it's coming in. It is formatted. You can see it's got the font and the color, that sort of thing, from the original site. So the first thing we want to do is we want to remove that formatting. So in my program, I can TextEdit. I can go to Format, and I can select Make Plain Text. Okay, you'll find a command similar to that in other plain text editors. Now you see the formatting has been removed, including the paragraph line breaks. So we're going to put those back in. Oops. Let's see, and there was another one there. All right. Now what we're going to do, well, you should save this now in a folder, but I'm not going to save it just because we're trying to go quickly for the tutorial. So I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to copy that information, and now I'm going to go back to the post editor on GreenPlug where we are writing the post. I'm going to click in the body section. I'm going to paste, and there we go. We've got our content. You see it's got the paragraphs. If you need to do any additional formatting, you want to put in subheads, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, the next thing we need to do, because this is a repost, is we need to create a link to the original content so that we give that original author the credit, or if he's doing it so that his original post gets the credit within Google. Okay, so we'll just make a couple of paragraph returns here, and we're going to write original post is here. Okay, now what we want to do is we need to get the link information for that original post. So we'll navigate back to the original post. You can see that it is here, and here is the URL. In the URL address bar, we're going to copy that information, navigate back to our post editor. Now what you want to do is select the word that you want to be the anchor text for this link, and then you go to this little icon, which is the insert edit link. We're going to click that, and then all we do is we paste here the URL which we just copied. We want to give that a title, so we'll say original post. Okay, so if the user mouses over that link, they can see what it is. We want to click open link in a new window tab, and then we click add link. Okay, so now you can see the word here has changed color. It's underlined. That's telling you that there is a link there. If you need to edit that link for any reason, you just highlight it. You can remove it by clicking on this unlink button, or if you need to edit it, you can click on that, and then you can make any changes that you need to make. So in this case, we're not going to make change, so we'll close that. Now we can take a look at what it looks like. Again, we're not going to publish it because we don't have permission to do so, but we can have a preview. So we'll click on the preview. So here is the test repost article. You can see the content that we've pasted in. You can see original post is here with the active link. And as we mouse over, you can see the title, which we put original post. If we click that, what you'll see, the new tab will open up because we told it to open a new tab or window, and it is now linking to this blogger's original post.